So today I've got this trial set, you know, this set from this is Tom Ford. So yeah, I bought this a while ago. I feel like it's been 3 weeks now, and I've been meaning to try these fragrances. And yes, yesterday I had an opportunity to try them, and so today I'm gonna do a quick video and just go through them. I don't want this video to be too long, but yeah, so let's jump into the video. So on here, guys, we've got you know, from the right, we've got Lost Cherry, the well-known common Lost Cherry, and we've got Tobacco Vanille. Next we've got Soleil Blanc. I personally love Soleil Blanc. If you've been riding with me for a minute, you will know I do love Soleil Blanc. I've got a full size, so yeah. And then next to it, we've got Oud Wood. So this will be Oud Wood, and next to it we've got Rose Prick. So yeah, this is Tom Ford, and it is from the line of Private Blend. I know this is not the complete line. They don't have, not all the perfumes are here. I know they've got the Neroli one, which is not here, definitely. I know that one is not here. So this is not a complete set of the Private Blend. But yeah, to be fair, I was gonna buy Tobacco Vanille when I bought this, but I thought, do you know what? I wasn't so sure whether I was gonna like it, because Tom Ford fragrances, if you look at them, especially this line and Tom Ford fragrances in general, they lean towards masculine. So I feel like some of them may be a miss for ladies. It's not every Tom Ford fragrance that you're gonna like, because I mean, they are unisex, but some of them you find that they are more masculine and some of them are more feminine. So I thought, let me pick up this trial size instead, so I can try and really find out which one do I like, which one can I buy, what is what. So yeah, and which I feel like it's been a good way of me sampling fragrances and, you know, picking out what I like, what I don't like. And the funny bit is, even in this set on its own, because I was gonna buy either Tobacco Vanille or Lost Cherry, but I've found another fragrance in here that I love instead of those two. So yeah, let's dive in and we'll find out which one is my favorite, and probably it will surprise some of you. So we're gonna start in with Lost Cherry. Now, as I said, I've had a moment of playing with these fragrances, and so I've got an idea of how they perform, how they smell. So yeah, Lost Cherry, as you spray it, this is a very, very cherrysome fragrance. I think of all the cherry fragrances that we have, this is beautiful cherry. In the beginning, in the opening, it's very strong in cherry, it's fruity, it's sweet, it's amazing as you spray it. Now, jumping into the dry down, you get that soft, warm cherry. It's not as strong as in the beginning, because bear in mind, it's a fruit perfume. So fruit perfumes don't really go, they don't go strong that much. They don't last in their, you know, strongness. So the cherry dies down, it becomes warm, and then surprisingly you get an woody scent coming through. So you get an woody dry down, and you've got a little bit of warm cherry remaining. That's what you get with Lost Cherry. Now you've got notes of plum, you've got notes of cherry, obviously you've got some amber notes here, you've got vanilla, and you've got jasmine sambac, just to name a few. But generally, if you ask me how does it perform, now this is the thing with this fragrance, I got disappointed. I'm not gonna lie to you. I buy these fragrances with my own money, and I got disappointed, but not that much, because this is just a trial size. I find out that this fragrance, Lost Cherry, does not really stay that long. It doesn't have good longevity. It's a beautiful perfume when you first spray it. It's beautiful. When you first spray it, it's amazing, but it does not last. Not on my skin. And I've done a bit of research. I was like, is it just me? And I've seen that other people complain about it as well, that it doesn't last. Now, for the price, that's a little bit, do you know what I mean? A little bit funny that it costs that much, but it does not stay. It doesn't have that staying power, that longevity that probably you find with, you know, the line that I did last week, Parfum Stimali. It doesn't perform as most of the Parfum Stimali perfumes, and yet the price is at that level. So yeah, that was Lost Cherry. I did get a little bit disappointed in it because I thought, okay, it's gonna last on my skin, I'm gonna smell it the next following morning, but no, it didn't last. Now I think maybe another way it would be to you know, pair it with other cherry fragrances, you know, keep top-upping it during the day. But for the money, you realize that if you keep top-upping, your fragrance will not last long. So that's Lost Cherry for you. If you love it, you love it. But for me, I was gonna buy it, but now I'm not gonna buy it because to me it would be a waste of money. You spray it, you know, after an hour or so, poof, it's gone. Now you need to spray it again. But in the beginning, it's a lovely, beautiful, beautiful fragrance. But the staying power, it doesn't stay long. So, and then moving on, the next fragrance we're gonna have is now Tobacco Vanille. Now, on trying Tobacco Vanille, I found out that, you know, the opening, it's got a bit of sweetness in it, but this is a true tobacco fragrance. It's one of those fragrances that probably leans more masculine than feminine. This one, Lost Cherry, leans more feminine than masculine. You got a bit of wood coming in Lost Cherry, but it's more feminine than masculine. This one is more masculine than feminine. Tobacco Vanille, I was interested in it as well, but I thought, you know what, I'm not going to be able to pull it off because it's not for everybody. It is very masculine. It's got that very strong tobacco-ish scent. The sweetness is there, but it does not stay long. It just, yeah, when you open it, it is sweet, and then that tobacco sense comes in, and then it goes very, very, very masculine. So maybe it's okay for men, and I'm gonna say this, some men may not like it. Some men may not like it, but it's good generally for men. Women, ladies, I doubt if a lot of ladies will be able to pull this. I doubt if a lot of ladies will be able to pull this. Now, in terms of the dry down, it becomes very dark, very powdery, very woody, but I will emphasize it gets to be very dark. So if you love this fragrance, if you want to try it, be warned, it's very masculine. It is a very, very masculine fragrance. It's got that powdery, spicy, dry down. And let me have a look at the notes here. So you've got tobacco leaf, you've got vanilla, you've got cocoa, you've got tonka bean. But for me, that tobacco leaf, it really takes the center stage on this one. So yeah, that's Tobacco Vanille. Personally, I didn't vibe with it. I thought it's a little bit masculine. For the price, I wouldn't buy this perfume. And I feel like it's one of those perfumes that even if you want to give it to somebody, they'll be like, no, I don't like it. So it's one of those, it's a hit and miss. If you love it, you love it. If you hate it, you hate it. Moving on. Right, so at number 3, we've got my beautiful, beautiful baby. We've got Soleil Blanc. Now, Soleil Blanc, I will tell you, if you are a woman and you are looking for a Tom Ford fragrance that you're gonna love, that you're gonna wear anywhere and probably everywhere, date night, you know, on holiday, at work, but I wouldn't encourage you to wear this at work. I will tell you, Soleil Blanc is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful scent. It is a summer scent, but this perfume kicks us. Like Soleil Blanc is the vanille of Tom Ford. This perfume is beautiful. It's sweet, it's creamy, it's playful, yet it's very, very feminine. It's sexy. It's everything that you would want from a fragrance. It gives you confidence. It gives you style. It's a fragrance that if you're wearing it, it forces you to dress up a little bit, to take care of yourself. So yeah, I didn't even have to play with this that much because I know this fragrance. I can vouch for it. I've used it and I'll always, God help me, have it in my collection. It's one of those fragrances that I love. I do love Soleil Blanc. So yeah, I mean, even in my dreams, I'll tell you Soleil Blanc is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fragrance. I mean, I love the softness of it. I love the creaminess of it. And yet it's so strong. And it stays on you and it stays on your clothes. The next following day, you will still smell it. So this will be Soleil Blanc. I think it's one of the best fragrances that Tom Ford ever created. And yeah, I love it. So, and then next, second from last, we've got Oud Wood. Now, this was a surprise discovery. This was a surprise discovery. I didn't know I was gonna love this perfume. I did not know. Right, I did not know. Honestly speaking, if I'm shopping online, I used to tend to lean towards tobacco vanille, but I discovered this. I was like, hang on, I do love this scent. Oud Wood is beautiful. Honestly speaking, guys, one thing I loved about it, it stays on your skin. It is a little bit woody, it's a little bit woody, but it's also sweet. It's one of those fragrances that honestly, it is a true 50-50 fragrance. Men can use this, women can use this. Honestly, take it from me. I can tell you this confidently. If you have, like, if you are a couple and you are looking for a fragrance that you can both use, you know, it reminded me of Million. When Million first came in, women were using it, men were using it. Women were stealing that perfume from the men. And even when you walk outside, people are like, oh, you smell nice. What is that? That's what you get with this. If you have a couple in the house and you just want to buy one perfume that both of you can use, Oud Wood will be that perfume. It's sexy, it's soft, it's sweet, and yet it's, you know, you've got that strong, masculine, powdery, dark scent as well to complement the masculine, but then you've got the sweetness and the creaminess that complements the ladies. I don't know if you catch my drift, but I loved this perfume. If I was to choose, I would choose this perfume. This is my favorite of the set, excluding Soleil Blanc, because I've been talking about Soleil Blanc for a while. I loved this perfume. Let me have a look at the brief ingredients that I wrote down here. So you've got amber notes, you've got tonka bean, you've got sandalwood, only to mention the few. But honestly, guys, the whole point of me buying this set was to see what is what and to see what I like. So yeah, I love this perfume. You can never go wrong with it. And the lasting power is beautiful. Now, I cannot talk about this perfume without talking about the negative. I feel like it's not one of those perfumes that project. You know, people will not be like, who's that? You cannot walk in the room and people go, oh, I can smell you, or I could smell you from afar. It's not one of those. It's a beautiful scent, especially if you're going for a date. If you're going for a date, if somebody's gonna be up close and personal to you, I mean, if you want something that you yourself can smell and it makes you feel sexy, and if somebody gets close to you, they can smell you, this will be your perfume. But the projection of it, how far it travels, it doesn't travel that much. It's a scent which is good if somebody gets close to you and they smell you and they're like, oh, you smell nice. Definitely you smell it on yourself. But how far it travels, I don't think it travels that far, but it does stay on skin. That's the one beautiful thing. Don't get me wrong. This perfume does stay on skin, and I personally love it. I love the creaminess of it. I love the sweetness of it. I love the spicy, but not too much. I love the masculine of it, the woodiness of it, but not too much. I guess, and I hope you understand me. So moving on to the last one, we've got Rose Prick. Now, this is 150% rose. And for me, this perfume leans more towards feminine than masculine, because it is very much rosy. They've got 3 types of rose here, which are, they've got May rose, they've got Bulgarian rose, and then they've got Turkish rose. So you can see the amount of rose that is in this perfume, and then they've got patchouli and tonka bean. So yeah, as you spray it, that's all you get. It is rose, and then it dries down to have that woody type feel, which is very common with Tom Ford fragrances, which accommodates the masculine, if you catch me. But yeah, this leans more towards feminine fragrances than feminine for women, or for feminine than for masculine. So yeah, guys, this is the trial size set from Tom Ford. So yeah, as I said, my favorite will be probably Soleil Blanc, which I will stand by it, and then we've got the Oud Wood. These other ones, I wouldn't. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't, because I find that most of them, the staying power isn't that much. Even Rose Prick, the staying power is not that much. It's not that much. Honestly speaking, the one that really stood out for me was the Oud Wood, especially on my skin. I know it doesn't travel, but if it stays on my skin and I can smell it, and if somebody gets close to me, they can smell it, then perfect. It wins. You cannot always have a perfume that, that projects. But if a perfume is sexy, I would take it. If I can smell that perfume on myself, I can take it, because it means if I can smell it, if somebody stands next to me, they can smell it too. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Thank you for subscribing, and honestly, enjoy your holidays, and God bless you all. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, to my new subscribers, and be blessed. Thank you.